Okay guys, what is up? It's Mist Pop-Tarted and welcome to episode 11, I think, 11 maybe, maybe 10. Who cares? You'll know, just read the damn title. Oh yeah, about the titles, sorry about having been, like, updating the titles recently. For some reason when I'm, like, uploading the video, it doesn't actually save the title, even if I press save changes or whatever it says. It says waiting, or no, changes will be saved when video is done processing or something, and then it just never does it. So I like have to do it after it's finished processing and it's already uploaded. So you'll see, like, I name my videos so I can know what they are. So it's like TER for Terraria. So like Terraria episode 1 would be TR1. MapleStory would be MS, so like MS, this would be like MS11 or whatever. So you might see that, and yeah, sorry about that, but I did get around to renaming all the parts that were messed up and putting the tabs in. Tags, not tabs. What the fuck? I mean, well, I see where I got that from, it's one letter difference, but yeah. Oh yeah, also, recently I have watched, or not recently, today I watched number 6. Or NO.6, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's number 6. It's interesting, to say the least. I mean, I like it, but it doesn't confuse me, fuck. What am I trying to say? It's good, but why? That's what I'm trying to say. The main character, Shion, is like a guy. It's sort of hard to explain the plot, cause the plot's really fucking dumb. that's like sort of what I'm trying to put out here. The plot's sort of like, what the fuck so far, but it is based on a novel, and the novel's already finished, so I'm sure if the novel's finished, the plot would be okay, but so far the plot is like, why? What's going on? This is sort of dumb. If you ever read the book The Giver, it's about like a boy who lives in like a utopia, and pretty much the higher-ups control everything about life, like their eating, their houses, their family, their like the color is a main part of the thing, their children, they control like everything. And basically that's sort of what this is like. Obviously not color, because that'd be sort of a bad anime if color wasn't involved. But, like, the higher-ups of this, like, the society, the government is, like, trying to pretty much make everyone obey their will. So, there's no, like, when Shion goes to his job, and this is sort of stupid, on the first episode, Shion meets with Rat, or Nizumi, which means rat in Japanese. God, see, I did it again. I keep like mispronouncing. I swear I say Japan. I'm like Japanese. Ugh, it's so dumb. But yeah. So Shion meets Nizumi, and they're like both 12, and the next episode, the episode 2, is they magically transport ahead of time 4 years, and everything is like fucked up. Like they're living in a different house. Shion's not in the gifted classes anymore. He's in he's just working as like a park cleaner, and like his life is sort of screwed up because Nizumi is actually a criminal. He defied the rules, and he was being chased by police, and Shion sheltered him and like treated to his wounds and stuff, and they became friends, and he left the next day, but since he didn't report in, Shion didn't report Nizumi into the like federal agency or whatever, that he got in trouble. They said that he wasn't good in making decisions, so they took away his gifted courses. He can't go to the university anymore, and they have to move him out of the aggro or something. I don't really remember. It's like Astroth or something weird, and they have to move him down to the lower quarters. And so pretty much these are like the cops are like controlling them, controlling their way of life, and all of a sudden, when this is where it gets like super weird. When Shion is a park cleaner, they find a dead body, and the body seems aged like an old man. He's just lying in some bushes, or like under a tree or something. In the manga, I read both the manga and the anime. I watched anime first. I just want to read the manga, see if it was ahead of the story any in the manga, or than the anime. But yeah, basically there's a dead guy. He's really old. One of the park cleaning robots found him, and he was all like old and weird. And the next day, Shion discovered that he was actually only 30, and that there's this weird like parasite that made him old and stuff. And that's pretty weird on itself. But then all of a sudden, his friend that he's working with gets all old too. He gets these black spots on his neck and on his hand and stuff, and he just goes all crazy, and then he gets super old and dies just right in front of him. All of a sudden, no warning, nothing, and a bee comes out of his neck, and apparently the bee releases some sort of toxin that makes everyone age, or the person that they're in age, and just die super quick. And of course Shion's like, what the fuck? And then he just passes out like a dumbass. He's like, oh, killer bee is in the room, I should just fall asleep, I guess. That's probably what he was thinking. And Shion, he's not too bright. He's an well, no, he's super smart, but he's like an airhead. Like, well, it's to be expected because he hasn't lived anywhere else than the town, which is number 6, and he's just used to the way of life there, so he's sort of ignorant about most things. Like when the Zumi was in his house, he didn't turn him in because he thought he was a good person, and he was, but like we'll get to that later. But so basically, he just passes out, and when he wakes up, the feds are in the room questioning him, and they all say he's a suspect for murder. He's trying to disobey the laws. He's saying that because he still thinks that the guy was old, the guy that died, and he said that the agents tampered with like the police report, saying that he was an old man, saying that he was a young man, not an old man. So he said that, and then everyone just gets all pissed off, and it's all like, it's so weird. And they just think he's like saying that they're lying, basically, and they don't like that. They put handcuffs on him and drive him downtown pretty much, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Shit. And all of a sudden, Nezumi. Fuck! Okay, I'll finish this in the next episode. Hold on.